I'm going to get them to make us any pasta dish. They've got to prep and use these prawns. And I would like them to use some of the ingredients off the larder to make us a fabulous sauce. The key skills I'm looking for is going to be the pasta rolling. The other skill is going to be the preparation and the cooking of these prawns. OK, so first we're going to prep tiger prawns. I am going to make a sauce using the heads and the shells. So I've only got 20 minutes, but I want a really deep, rich sauce. So now, a little bit of chopped shallot, garlic. This now is just all about getting as much flavour out of those ingredients as possible. A little touch more salt because I've added more ingredients. Just a pepper, little piece of chilli, tomato paste. Now I'm going to have some brandy.
It's very important that you burn off that raw alcohol flavour.
Take the tiger prawns, score down the outside.
We'd expect all our chefs to be able to prepare prawns and, of course, remove the intestinal chute from it.
You don't want to be eating that when you're eating your pasta dish. I'm now going to start making the pasta. So what I'm going to be making is a tagliatelle. Our chefs can make pieces of pasta, they can cut it out, they can make a ravioli, they can make tagliatelle, thick tagliatelle, they can even cut it into all different shapes if they wish. The reason why I've chosen tagliatelle is because I want a pasta dish where the sauce is going to wrap around the pasta. The other skill is going to be the cooking of these prawns. I don't want them overcooked, they're going to turn to rubber. They can't be undercooked either. So you're just looking just to colour them. My sauce has got a really great consistency to it now, so I'm just going to pass that out. Just into the prawns. A little bit of chilli, sage, a touch of preserved lemon, and a little bit of sauce. It's really nice al dente. So I just put a little bit of sauce into the pan. I'm just going to drop my pasta into there. The most important thing with the pasta now is you want it really coated in the sauce. That's it, it's good to go. There's no posh way of serving this. This is just straight in the bowl. Tagliatelle of pasta with prawns and prawn sauce.
Nice. I do love the lemon coming through, the preserved lemon. And, of course, the cooking of the prawns, they're just perfect. It looks like a simple plate of food, but it does take a lot of skill to get it right.
The first to face the skills test is South African-born Neil, who is currently a head chef at a hotel restaurant in West Sussex.
I started cooking when I was 15, and I've never done any other jobs. It's what I love to do, it's what I'm passionate about doing. I started my career in the Ritz Hotel and then went to Claridge's Hotel. It sort of instilled into me the absolute discipline that is needed in the kitchen. I'm really looking forward to cooking for the masters of our industry. Service, please. To give their honest feedback, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Neil, the dish I'd like you to cook is a pasta dish using those tiger prawns.
Yep.
I'd like you to make a sauce as well to go with it, using some of the ingredients behind you.
No problem.
So Neil, work with pasta a lot?
Not a great deal. I have a little bit of experience. Obviously worked with a lot of Italian chefs and sort of picked up the trade from them, really, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to cooking for them today and just showcasing what I'm capable of.
So, Neil, what type of dish are you making?
I'm just going to do like a little simple tagliatelle pasta with some fresh prawns, a little bit of speck lardon, cherry tomatoes, and sort of like a creamy style sauce.
Neil has cooked prawn and tomato tagliatelle, served with lardons, lime zest, and a shellfish and brandy sauce.
I like your sauce making. Your working was good. Your attitude was good. Your dressing of the plate is something else. A bowl of pasta is a bowl of pasta. You can't really dress it up with a fork.
The preparing of the prawns, you can leave tails on, but you didn't remove the intestinal chute on the back. I liked the process of what you were trying to do with the sauce, but I thought the method was a bit backwards. The herbs going in later, the chopped shallots going in afterwards. But I like what you were trying to put together here.
Neil, you've got a great approach to the kitchen. I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing you cook again. I think you have potential, Neil.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I felt quite happy, to be honest. It was really a privilege for Marcus to say, I like the way you work in the kitchen. That means more than anything. So I'm quite happy with that. So yeah.
Next is 27-year-old head chef Richard, who works at a hotel restaurant in Ayrshire, Scotland.
My father and my two uncles are chefs. I went to work for my Uncle David, a kitchen porter. Turned out I wasn't very good at being a kitchen porter, and I got a choice. Do you want to be a trainee chef, son? So I did. A lot of hard work, but it really did come natural. I think I'm capable of winning. I think I've got a good repertoire in my head, the right skills, the right basic training, and the right habits. So I'm hoping, you know, if I can get by that quarter-final stage, you know, I'll get my teeth right into it.
Richard, I would like you to make a pasta dish using prawns, garnish, and a sauce of your choosing.
Excellent.
Do you make lots of pasta?
Occasionally we do, from raviolis to fresh tagliatelle.
Richard has cooked prawn and tomato tagliatelle with a creamy lemon and fish sauce.
The working method started off OK, and then again, I think the dish just got the better of you, I think.
Yep, I would agree.
A little bit of confusion in areas, from rolling out the pasta to making your sauce. It's not really an accomplished dish. That's without tasting, Richard.
Mm.
The sauce is not right. It's so sharp in lemon. It's all you can taste. I think the best thing would have been just a bowl of pasta. It's nicely cut. It's been cooked well. Everything else doesn't fit on this dish.
It never went as well as I'd hope. I would do it completely differently had I started again, if I'm honest. I need to get in the right mind frame and go there and do what I know I can do.
Italian-born junior sous chef Claudia has been a professional cook for just 6 years.
I stopped my career as a journalist 6 years ago, and I start my new career as a chef. because I've always been passionate about food. I grew up in Umbria, so it's at the heart of Italy. A kind of deep passion to do food. When I create a dish, I use everything: art, music, emotion, and a touch of romanticism.
Service, please.
In that way, we can put some love inside the plate.
Claudia, I'd like you to make us a pasta dish
Okay.
of your choosing, with those prawns, a sauce, and a garnish of your choice from some of the ingredients behind you.
You've made pasta before, Claudia?
Yes.
OK, deep breath, OK? Be a chef here. You know how to make pasta.
Yes,
right?
I know.
So, yeah,
I know.
you
So.
know.
Claudia has made hand-cut tagliatelle with chopped prawns, tomatoes and chili, topped with 2 whole prawns.
Claudia, the pasta has not been rolled down properly, so it's still quite thick in parts. And you cut it by hand, which is fine. I cut pasta by hand as well. But they've all got to still be even.
You struggled, didn't you?
Yeah.
Chin up, eh? And come back fighting later, all right?
Wow. I was really nervous. I can't believe I mistake pasta, which is my DNA. I really can't believe that. Probably my grandma, she's gonna kill me to mistake pasta. That's for sure.
Next up is Stephen, a 25-year-old sous chef working for a private catering firm in London.
Been a chef for 10 years now. It's a long time. Yeah, I always wanted to be a chef since I was young. First got it when I used to cook with my mum. I used to love it. And then I went to school. Obviously, I loved doing it there. It was the only GCSE I got. I want to prove to myself that I'm able to be up there with the best. And I can cook with the best. I'm up for a fight. I'm going to take it to him.
Right, Stevie, what's the plan?
I'm going to make a ravioli. I'm going to put some fresh herbs in there. I'm going to make a sauce. I'm going to put the shells in.
What made you enter MasterChef then, Stephen?
My girlfriend, actually.
Oh.
She was the one that was pushing me to do it.
How do you feel about that now?
Yeah.
Right now?
She's still going to be your girlfriend after this?
Yeah, I think so. How do you click it in?
It's clicking out.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, it's going that way.
How many are you making?
Sorry.
Probably got less than a minute now, Steve.
Stephen has cooked a raviolo with a prawn, parsley, lemon and lime zest filling, served with spring onion and a brandy and cream shellfish sauce.
That wasn't great, Stephen, watching you roll past it. It was... I felt for you there. Is that how you normally make it?
Definitely not. No. It's just nerves, I guess.
You gotta get rid of nerves,
yeah.
Stephen. You gotta put them to one side.
Yeah.
The ravioli filling, yeah, it's cooked, but it's not right. It needs to be broken down a bit more. And the sauce is nondescript.
You've still got the next round, but wow, you're gonna have to leave your nerves in that changing room.
Yeah. I wasn't nervous up until the point when I walked through that door, and then, boom. Your mind goes completely blank. I just need to impress them in the next round, and hopefully they like my food and my cooking eventually.
Next is 26-year-old David from South Wales. Currently working as a development chef, devising restaurant menus.
I basically go into people's kitchens, help them with menu developments and anything to make their kitchen a success. It's different to, to your normal chef's job. You get to, explore, different dishes, different new ingredients, create different recipes, and, you implement them in different restaurants. I feel that I've got enough knowledge and I can deal with pressure, so this is why I've put myself into this.
What pasta are you thinking of making, David?
I'm just thinking of a tagliatelle.
Oh, OK.
David has made a pappardelle pasta with prawns, courgettes, lardons and chili.
It's nice to see you actually cut pasta, which was good. Prawns prepped nice, shells off, heads off, and you took out the intestine tube as well, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, sure.
Not a good dish, David, unfortunately. The prawns are overcooked. The pasta is not cooked very well either.
It is something you would make at home, which is fine, but you've got to bring it to another level here for us, OK?
Definitely a bit annoyed I didn't execute it properly. I'm going to come back strong in the next round.
Last up is 33-year-old Ben, who's been a head chef at a two-rosette brasserie in Oxfordshire for the past 3 years.
The style of food I like to cook is quite rustic, very homely, modern British classics with a bit of a twist. What I love about food is everything, really. It's making people happy with your food. It's a social event, it brings people together. It's a competition I never thought I'd enter, and service, please. After a few years, I think I finally built the confidence up to give it a go, really. But only time will tell.
Hello.
So, why MasterChef, Ben?
I thought I would try and push myself a little bit further to see where I'm at as a chef, personally. I've never entered a competition before, so I thought hopefully...
And you thought this would be the one?
Yeah, if you're going to do it, I think try and push yourself in at the deep end a bit.
Wow.
Although I'm regretting it a little bit now.
Try and enjoy what you're doing, though, Ben.
Thank you.
You know, you're saying it's not as nice as you thought it would be. That's because you're nervous.
Yes, very.
We've never met before. If we'd known each other, you'd be a bit more relaxed, wouldn't you?
I think so.
OK.
You had your raw prawns on that. Ben, you've just put your cooked prawns back on the tray with the...
Yeah.
Where the raw prawns were.
Yeah, silly. Schoolboy mistake.
You put them back in the pan then, yeah?
Yes.
Ben has made prawn tagliatelle with a chili, ginger, lime and cream sauce, topped with basil.
It's not a pasta that's coated in sauce. It needed all to come together as one in a pan, at least, anyway.
Ben, you've got to come back fighting in the next round and then show us that you mean business.
Fingers crossed I can do it. Awful. Terrible. Such a bad round. Not a great start. Done a fair few pasta dishes before, definitely, but I think the nerves and I just went completely blank.
Now you're cooking your own food and you should fall into your own comfort zone with confidence, clarity and a little bit of flair.
Your cooking now is all about your signature dish. You really do have to cook from the heart and excite us with what you've got planned for today.
So, what are you making?
So I'm doing whole lobster with potatoes, apples and a rich shellfish sauce. There's no gigs, no big machines, no kit, no... It's just simple, honest cooking and hoping Dad and Precious today.
Richard, he's got apple gel, confit apples. There's also apple puree going with this lobster dish. Does it work? I have no idea. My mind is sort of saying, no, don't do that to the lobster.
The key to lobster cookery is when you're blanching it, you've got to make sure you don't overdo it. You still almost want it sort of half-cooked, so you can finish off the cooking just before you serve the lobster. Lobster overcooked is tough and chewy. The dish will be ruined. No matter what garnishes you put with it, it will not come back together.
My dish is raw from start to finish. I'm definitely taking a risk, and yeah, time will tell. Yeah.
So there's going to be no cooking today?
It's just going to be raw ingredients treated in the best, most natural form and
I know
let them do the speaking.
I know what you mean, and
Yeah,
I know
chef.
what a ceviche is. I'm just quite surprised.
Yeah.
I am really surprised at this because there's no cooking. He's using scallops for his ceviche, and it's just a marinade. From adding the marinade onto the scallop to serving it to us, timing has to be perfect. If it's too soon, the scallops will be cooked and won't be edible.
I am a huge fan of ceviches. I want something absolutely knockout. It's got to be the most stunning ceviche we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm feeling confident by the dish. I think they're going to like it, and it's something I practice on a regular basis. The only pressure is going to be on myself to produce the best dish of my capabilities.
What are you cooking today?
I'm cooking pan-fried sea bass with a chorizo and bean cassoulet and a crispy hen's egg and some asparagus.
I like the sounds of David's dish because when I hear the ingredients, I want to eat it. But I also want to be wowed by how this dish is going to look.
It's very important that it gets a really, really good deep flavour with the cassoulet and making sure the beans are beautifully cooked.
Really, really need to prove that I am from Cornwall, I can cook fish. I need some great feedback.
How you doing, Joe?
Good, thank you. A little bit of a shaky start, but I think I'm gonna claw it back.
How are you hoping to do that?
I've just got like a really nice piece of fish. I'm gonna cook it really well for you. I'm gonna do a little braised baby gem, some pea puree, some crushed peas, and then I've got like a little verjus and maple glaze just to glaze my turbot with as well.
Joe's serving his turbot with maple syrup and verjus.
The verjus is made from grapes, almost like a sharp sort of vinegar. It's got a lovely, distinct flavour to it, and he's going to mix it with maple syrup, so he's got a sort of sweet-sour element going on this dish.
Has to be very careful. Too sour or too sweet will absolutely kill the turbot itself. He's also serving peas, broad beans, pea puree, the lettuce as well. So quite a lot of greenery on this dish.
I'm going to be cooking cod fillet with a crab bit sauce, served on a bed of samphire with some asparagus. I've got some clams and mussels, and it's going to have some seared scallops on there.
Wait a minute. I gave you some of those ingredients in the first round. You gave me an omelette.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I was a bit nervous.
So no omelette?
No omelette, no.
I'm a little bit surprised that he's not cooking a pastry dish. But, you know, he also does want to prove that he can cook. Jordan is using cod, and he's also making a crab bisque. The skill in this dish is going to be the bisque. Hoping that it's got that beautiful flavour and the sweetness coming out of the crab.
It's a nice-sounding dish, and I need this chef to bring it today. I want him to do well.
To wow them is going to take some doing, but all I can do now is go uphill. So I'm going to try and find the inner me and really pull it out of the bag.
I really need to show the judges better technical ability, confidence in my own ability, and stop sweating as much, I guess.
Alexander, tell us about your dish.
My dish is scallops with a parsley sponge, snow pea salad with nasturtium and bronze fennel.
Alexander is cooking a dish with interesting combinations. The main element is scallop, and he's serving this with a parsley sponge.
I'm curious how the sponge is going to fit in. It's cooked in a plastic cup in a microwave, so it's aerated, it's very light.
He's serving it with sorrel sauce, and pressed apple with ginger. The dish may sound a little bit confusing, but it could also work and manage to surprise us with new ideas.
First up is Alexander. He's serving pan-fried scallops with a parsley sponge, compressed ginger and green apple, snow peas, bronze fennel, a sorrel sauce, and nasturtiums.
It's a nice presentation. Alexander, nicely put together. Colourful.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Very green.
Alexander, it's an interesting dish, and there's a lot of modern ideas and techniques that you've got onto your plate. I like the flavours of the sauce underneath. The nasturtium and the flowers and the beans are very nice. They work together well. It's good.
I do like your sauce of the sorrel, and I like that it's not too strong and it hasn't overpowered the scallop. The sponge, yeah, it's you know, it's a bit of fun, but it doesn't bring anything extra to this dish. There's some things I really like on here. You ought to feel much better, especially after the last round, Alexander.
Yeah, I feel a little bit more relaxed now after all the comments. This was good because I had 3 who liked bits of it rather than hated all of it, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Jordan has cooked sous vide cod with mussels, cockles and scallops, crispy shallots, samphire, asparagus and a crab bisque.
The fish itself is bland. It doesn't have a lot of flavour, and that's what happens when you water bath a fish if there's not enough seasoning going through the bag. But the real star of this dish, Jordan, is your crab bisque. I could quite happily just eat a bowl of your bisque as a soup. It's well made, it's got a lovely sweetness to it. Caramelisation is done, you've got the right colour. The sauce really does bring the plate together.
It's just such a thick chunk of fish. It needs a bit of seasoning coming through it. The same with the scallops, you know, you've got some expensive ingredients here. Show a bit of love, you cook them nicely. But I really like that you can taste the crab through the bisque. That's quite strong, yet it's still a very light consistency. It's not too heavy, not too creamy.
Joe has cooked turbot with a maple and verjus glaze. Served with peas, broad beans, Jersey Royals, pea puree, crushed peas, pickled shallot, carrots, braised baby gem lettuce, and a chicken reduction.
The fish is slightly over for my liking. Potatoes are cooked through, but they could be more golden, I think. I just like everything is sort of underwhelming because there's not enough seasoning to sort of finish everything off that you have on the plate.
You've got areas cooked there that are nice. I like the crushed peas. The sauce doesn't really have any flavour. I was quite interested with the maple glaze and the turbot, but I can't taste it. I think you're trying too hard and you just need to sort of slightly pull back.
It better than it did the last round, but I'm not putting across who I am as a chef. That just wasn't great. I was hoping for great.
Richard's cooked lobster with confit potatoes, apple gel, apple balls, pak choy, samphire, pastry shards, and a lobster bisque.
Richard, you've done a lot, and you've put a lot onto a pretty small plate. The lobster itself is too chewy, it's overcooked. And the pak choy doesn't belong on this dish, the apple certainly doesn't belong on the dish at all. It's just not quite coming together.
The sauce, for me, is the best thing on this plate. It's lovely, it's not too heavy on the cream. It's just too much, and, you know, you need to be able to show restraint.
I've had a bad day. I know I can do better than that, so we'll just see how it goes.
Neil has made scallop ceviche, marinated in orange, lemon and lime, served with compressed apple, apple gel, radish and shaved fennel.
Neil, really like the presentation. The ceviche, the scallops are very fresh, you get that. But I'm not getting enough of the marinade. It's also, for me, very bland. Don't think it's quite there.
What concerns me is that a scallop does not taste like it's marinated. It just feels like you've cut up some scallop and you've put it onto the plate, beautifully dressed, with some fabulous, fresh, vibrant garnishes. It's not paid off, unfortunately.
A little bit deflated. I would have liked to have sort of wowed all of them with the signature dish. But hopefully they invite me back so I can actually showcase some real cooking.
David's dish is a pan-seared sea bass with a chorizo and bean cassoulet. Served with white asparagus, topped with a crispy hen's egg and micro-herb salad.
The cassoulet is sort of lacking a bit of seasoning for me. It's a cassoulet that's missing a bit of love and care, and you need to taste that a bit more. There is really nothing here that's making you go, wow.
The cassoulet, it needs to be wetter. It's too stodgy, almost sort of overcooked, and the dish is lacking in flavour. The fish is beautifully cooked, though. It's kept its moisture, you've got a nice crispiness to it, but it's just not hitting all the marks to make it a really balanced dish, which is such a shame, because I like your idea.
Okay, thank you.
I'm feeling a bit deflated. I thought in my head it would have gone down a lot better than what it did. You know, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.